Get ready for a massive clash as Arsenal FC and Paris Saint-Germain FC prepare for the UEFA Champions League Final on May 30, 2026. The rivalry between Arsenal and PSG has reached a fever pitch after PSG recently knocked Arsenal out of the semi-finals on their journey to the title. We dive into the history of this epic rivalry and how the recent results have completely reshaped the dynamic heading into this monumental final.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
We take you back to the legendary Highbury Stadium, exploring the incredible history of this iconic ground and how it has been transformed into a residential complex. We look at the memories of Thierry Henry's farewell and how the space where legends once worked is now home to everyday residents, giving us a look at the changing face of North London. Transfer rumors are heating up as Atletico Madrid sets a firm stance on Julian Alvarez's future amidst interest from giants like Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain. We examine Diego Simon's comments on the Argentine star and the financial maneuvering surrounding his potential move, and what this means for the European football landscape. Finally, we look at the fan reaction as the Arsenal supporters. Trust expresses disappointment over the UEFA ticket allocation for the Champions League Final at the Puskas Arena. We break down the ticket situation and what this means for the supporters, and we'll have all the details on how you can catch the game. Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain are set to clash in a high-stakes UEFA Champions League Final on May 30, 2026, a contest charged with significant historical and recent competitive tension. The rivalry has intensified following PSG's successful run to their first Champions League title, which included eliminating Arsenal in the 2025 semi-finals. This fixture represents a pivotal moment for both clubs, with Arsenal aiming for their inaugural Champions League trophy and PSG seeking a historic back-to-back European triumph. Historically, Arsenal once maintained an unbeaten streak against PSG in official competitions. Their encounters spanned several decades, including a 1-1 draw in the 1994 European Cup Winners' Cup semifinals and a 2-0 victory for Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium during the 2024 Champions League group phase, before PSG secured their first victory over Arsenal in the 2025 semifinals. The statistical balance of the rivalry is now intricate. Both sides have secured 2 wins each, with 3 matches ending in draws, and both teams have netted 7 goals in official meetings. The recent narrative has shifted dramatically, with PSG now entering the final as the slight favorite, listed at -152 by betting markets, suggesting a 60.3% chance of winning. PSG brings significant momentum, bolstered by recent success, with star attackers Ousmane Dembélé and Khvicha Kvaratskhelia leading the charge. Arsenal, however, enters the final with formidable defensive credentials, boasting the tournament's best defensive record, having conceded only 6 goals in 14 matches and recording 9 clean sheets. Key Arsenal figures expected to influence the outcome include Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard. Statistical models remain divided on the prediction, with the Opta supercomputer suggesting a 55.76% chance of an Arsenal victory, citing the club's balanced structure and strong defensive performances. The final promises to be a clash of titans, as PSG seeks to cement their dominance while Arsenal chases the ultimate prize. The match is scheduled for 5:00 p.m. BST and 12:00 p.m. ET at the Puskas Arena, with live coverage available on TNT Sports in the UK and HBO Max in the United States. Highbury, the historic home of Arsenal Football Club, has undergone a significant transformation, evolving from a legendary stadium into a residential complex, marking a new chapter for the iconic North London neighbourhood. The site, which hosted Arsenal's final match 20 years ago when Thierry Henry scored a hat-trick against Wigan, has been revitalized, providing a modern use for the area. FlashScore visited the site, reflecting on the magic of that 2006 afternoon when Henry secured a hat-trick, helping Arsenal overtake rivals to clinch fourth place and a Champions League spot. A former spectator, Michael, now 86, recalled the event as a perfect farewell to Highbury. The area's history highlights a stark contrast to modern stadium development. Michael lamented the loss of community access, noting that in the past, it was possible to access the President's Club and see players, a stark difference from today's sealed-off stadiums. Following the 2006 match, Highbury was repurposed into Highbury Square, a residential complex featuring 1, 2, and 3-bedroom flats and penthouses, officially opening in 2009 and nearly fully occupied. While the stands are now residences, preserved facades and plaques serve as reminders of the ground's storied past, including the areas where Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp worked, and where historic moments, such as a famous comeback against Anderlecht in 1970, took place. Today, elderly residents and families utilize the space, embracing the atmosphere of the former stadium grounds. Residents like Kira note the unique experience of living within a former stadium environment, highlighting the area's enduring cultural significance. 20 years later, Arsenal is positioned strongly for a Premier League title, with the lingering memories of Highbury providing a backdrop for future celebrations. Atletico Madrid has firmly established its position regarding the future of star forward Julian Alvarez, amid intense interest from global giants including PSG, Arsenal, and Barcelona. Despite recent European disappointments, the club hierarchy views the World Cup winner as the indispensable cornerstone of its long-term project. Manager Diego Simon addressed the speculation, stating that interest from top European clubs is natural for a player of Alvarez's caliber, but emphasized that it is not a concern for the club. "He is an extraordinary player," Simon commented, acknowledging the interest from Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, and other teams. While the team's European aspirations ended in the semifinals, Atletico remains convinced of Alvarez's central role. Plans are reportedly underway to enhance his current contract, which extends until 2030, potentially leveraging the upcoming departure of Antoine Griezmann to free up wage bill space. Furthermore, the potential sale of goalkeeper Jan Oblak to Saudi Arabia could provide crucial financial bolstering for the club as they enter their first summer transfer window, supported by Apollo Sports Investment. Alvarez himself has reacted to the media frenzy, dismissing reports linking him to a move to Barcelona. The striker stressed the importance of focusing on his career at Atletico, stating, "I try not to give too much importance to what they say, because the truth is that every week new things come out. I try not to waste energy on that and to focus on what we're doing here at Atleti." Financially, Atletico holds significant leverage. The player's contract includes a massive €500 million release clause, although the club has signaled it would not entertain any offer below the €100 million they originally invested. Atletico has explicitly ruled out selling to domestic rivals like Barcelona, prioritizing the construction of their new era entirely around Julian Alvarez, supported by the established core of players including Nahuel Molina, Juan Musso, and Nico Gonzalez. Arsenal supporters have voiced disappointment regarding UEFA's ticket allocation for the 2026 Champions League Final. UEFA has officially confirmed that the finalists, Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain, will each receive 17,200 tickets for the match at the Puskás Arena in Budapest, Hungary. This allocation represents approximately 28% of the host stadium's stated capacity. UEFA has also indicated that 39,000 tickets out of the total 61,400 are available for direct purchase by fans and the general public. The Arsenal supporters trust has criticized the allocation, citing previous issues, specifically referencing the 2019 Europa League final in Baku. The trust stated that the group has campaigned for years to secure better treatment for the competing finalist supporters, expressing disappointment over the 17,000 ticket allocation for this year's final. They urged UEFA to recognize the role of fans throughout the competition stages and show greater respect in final planning. UEFA has previously stated that over 40% of the stadium capacity will be offered to finalist supporters in the most affordable categories, including fans' first seating and Category 3 tickets. For context, fans' first seating corresponds to the finalist allocations, while Category 3 tickets are priced at €180. Higher tiers include Category 2 at €650 and Category 1 at €950. All ticket sales will be managed through the official UEFA ticketing portal. For fans unable to secure tickets to the final, Arsenal has confirmed they will host a screening of the game at the Emirates Stadium, with further ticketing details expected soon. Arsenal secured their place in the Champions League Final after a 1-0 semi-final victory over Atletico Madrid at the Emirates, sealed by a first-half goal from Bukayo Saka, marking their first appearance in the final since 2006.